Hey guys, today we're going to be comparing the Bellroy Transit Workpack and the recently released 20-liter Pro Pack from Air. There's so many great minimal, tech, and everyday bags on the market nowadays that it can be difficult to decide which one might be best for you. Two great examples are these bags that I have here. In this video, I'm going to be talking about some of the similarities and differences in case you are in the market for a bag like this and having a hard time deciding which might be best for you. So excited to share these with you. Before jumping in, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Danny, and on this channel, we love reviewing popular travel and everyday carry gear. If you like these types of videos and you'd be interested in seeing more, please consider subscribing as it helps the channel out a lot. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. Starting off with the overall aesthetic, to me the bags have a pretty similar appearance and style, so they're kind of modern, minimal, little techy looking, and it feels like they're gonna work well with a nicer outfit to take into a more professional setting. Some of the differences that stand out to me as I look at the two bags, first of all, is in their branding. So the Bellroy logo is a little bit more prominent. It's on the front, on the bottom. It's not in your face in the way a Patagonia bag might be, but you can clearly see the logo here. Air also has updated their branding. This is something that I've heard some feedback on with the Pro collection, is that it now has it on the front at the top, so it's less hidden than it's been in some of their previous bags, but it's actually blacked out, so I feel like it blends in quite a bit. It hasn't bothered me as much as it's bothered some other people, but you know, your mileage may vary depending on your preferences. I think in general, both of them have a pretty subdued approach to branding, which is really nice. The other things that sort of stand out is the shape of the bag. The Pro Pack has a little bit more of a tapered sort of shape. As you go down towards the bag, it just kind of slims in, whereas the Bellroy bag is not that boxy, but it just kind of maintains its shape a little bit more. It's a little almost wider maybe, so very slight difference there. The other thing that stands out to me a little bit is in their structure. You can see that the Pro Pack, these are both empty right now, the Pro Pack still looks kind of full. It maintains its overall shape very well even when it's empty, which helps it stand up on its own. You can see that at the Bellroy bag, it might be able to stand up if it's packed out, but it's not very consistent, and when it's empty, it's definitely not going to stay up. So, you know, kind of a very obvious visual difference there. As far as the fabrics, both of these use a nice sort of nylon material. Air recently started using this recycled nylon, 840D. Bellroy also has pretty sustainably sourced fabrics. Nylon have a similar level of weather resistance, durability. There's not a ton that I would call out there. As far as the zippers, I do like that the Transit Workpack has the aqua-guarded zippers, so it's going to give you just a little more peace of mind. As far as the weather-resistant, Air has an aqua-guard on the laptop compartment, but not on the rest of their zippers, so that's just something that you want to keep in mind. Continuing along the outside of the bags, both have a pretty nice top carrying handle, very comfortable, durable. Air has more traditional external water bottle pockets. You have two of them, one on each side, whereas Bellroy has a different approach on the Transit Pack. They have these more hidden compartments that can still work as water bottle pockets. They actually have a decent amount of volume. You have one on each side, so this is their alternative to these water bottle pockets on the Air bag, and I think they work well. Sometimes they can be a little trickier to use. I feel like they don't offer quite as much space, particularly if you have a larger water bottle, and they do take up some of the volume from the main area, which does not happen as much with the Pro Pack. So depending on your preferences, as far as how you like to use these type of pockets, I do like that on the Transit Pack, these can work as just pockets to store other tech accessories or items that you don't want falling out. It's also nice that they're a little bit sort of directed towards your back, so they're just a little more protected than what you might have with the Pro Pack. Different approaches, but good functionality on both of them. And then as far as the capacity, you get 20 liters from both of these bags. They can hold a similar amount. As far as the height, you can see that they're the same height, pretty similar width. As far as the depth, also very similar. So I was able to hold about the same amount of stuff in the bags, not a huge amount of difference there. And then taking a look at the harness systems, this is an area where I generally prefer Air's harnesses. They've always done a great job of offering plenty of padding on their straps as well as breathability. They have a new sort of pattern on their Air mesh here, their spacer mesh, which is really nice. It looks good, it's worked great, and the padding is robust. The back paneling in particular is a big advantage for the Pro Pack, at least for my preferences. You have just a lot more elevation and breathability. So when you're wearing this, you're gonna have some airflow. You're not gonna get as sweaty as quickly. And you also have a luggage pass-through, which isn't present on the Transit Workpack. That's something that I like to have when I'm pairing this bag with a rolling suitcase. The back paneling on the Transit Workpack is still quite comfortable. They have a different sort of just almost gel-like padding. Bellroy typically uses that on their bags, but you can see that there's no spacer mesh. There's not a ton of elevation here, so when you're wearing it, you won't get quite as much airflow. The straps do feel really nice. They're just not as thick and robust overall as the ones on the airbag, which could be a pro or a con. It does add bulk and weight, and for many people with a bag of this size, this is gonna be enough. But both very comfortable. Just, really you'll have to think about what exactly your preferences are with how you like a harness system to work for you. One other difference between the straps is that the Pro Pack actually includes an adjustable sternum strap, whereas you don't have a sternum strap on the Transit Pack or the ability to really add one. Jumping into the organizational options, both bags offer a nice variety of pockets. I will say that the Transit Workpack has a more minimal layout, so it's a little bit simpler. You still get a nice distribution, whereas Air will give you some additional options and flexibility. So as far as quick access pockets, the Bellroy bag has a zipper quick access pocket on the front, which I like. I feel like there's a lot of wasted maybe space on Air's bag without having anything here on this front face. They used to have the vertical zipper on something like their City collection, so this is just a little bit simpler. And so I really like that this has the quick access pocket that's also vertically oriented, so you can swing the bag around, grab whatever you need. On the inside here, you have a slip pocket to kind of store something and not have it fall all the way towards the bottom. Whereas the quick access pocket on the Air bag is more concentrated towards the top. And this works well, particularly with this bag that clearly stands up easily on its own. You have this sort of larger compartment that's a little bit more voluminous, so if you have a bulkier item that you need to grab regularly, it's going to be really helpful for that. Some pouches, if you're traveling, you can put some gloves, your toiletries, and then on the inside here you have some slip pockets, zipper compartments. You also have a lanyard, so this is going to give you more space for sure. It also has some nice bonuses like a little hidden spot for your Air tag and just some extra pocketing and volume. And then at the top, Bellroy has a more traditional quick access pocket here. Some of Air's bags have a similar pocket, not this one. It's all kind of concentrated in this larger compartment, as well as a valet pocket that is still very spacious and is one of the newest additions with the Pro collection. I am a fan of this pocket as, again, another just very voluminous space, pouches, bulk of your chargers are gonna work well here. You can put a smaller tablet. A lot of flexibility, so if you need to carry more stuff that you want to be able to access from the top, the Pro Pack is really going to give you a lot that the Bellroy can't offer, whereas again, Bellroy is a little simpler on this area. You have a smaller quick access pocket. It's got kind of a softer lining on the inside. It's not fleece lined, but still a good spot to maybe put your phone or your sunglasses or something that you don't want to carry in your pockets while going through TSA. Moving into the laptop compartments, these are two of the best on the market for this. The Transit Workpack has long had one of my favorite layouts as far as a laptop area. Big bonus for both is that it's separate from the main compartment, so it's very easy to access your device when you need to. I really love the amount of space that's offered in the Transit Workpack. It has a soft fleece lining on both sides. It's suspended off the bottom of the ground. You have plenty of padding. And you also have this really cool kind of valet pocket here. It's almost the same as the new one that was on the Air that I was talking about. So they kind of serve a similar purpose, easy to access from the top. This is a perfect spot for a mouse, your charger, any tech items that you want to keep near your laptop. So this is one of the best that I've used over the past couple of years. And then Air has definitely continuously improved their laptop areas and have really landed on an awesome solution. This is a very well padded sleeve. It's suspended off the bottom of the ground. You also have a slip pocket that might be a good spot for a tablet or a folder. So you have a little bit more space in this area. Both of them can hold a 15 or 16-inch laptop comfortably. With this one, you don't have the same sort of slip pocket that the Bellroy has. Again, that's kind of in a separate area, but very similar. A little bit more space here. If you typically have multiple devices that you want to carry, might be helpful but this actually doesn't have the fleece lining on both sides, so you might have some extra scratch protection on the Transit. Both of them, however, are going to really help keep your device safe. And then taking a look at the main compartments, both of these have a clamshell style opening, so they're going to be easy to pack out. You're going to have full visibility into the compartments, particularly if you want to use these for any sort of minimal travel. It's always nice to be able to open flat, throw in some packing cubes. Here you can get a sense as far as the space. Very similar. They also have some similarities in the layout as far as having kind of a slip pocket on the back here, which is typically a good spot to store maybe some folders, or if you're using this as a gym bag, you can place your shoes in there to keep it separate from other items into the compartment. I don't really use these that much because I put all my stuff in pouches, but on both it just kind of gets out of the way if you don't want to use it. And then on the lids of both of these compartments, you have zippered compartments that are going to be good for smaller accessories. Pretty similar size and volume here, and you just have slightly different materials. I really like the elastic sort of mesh that Bellroy has used here. Very high quality, a little bit see-through, so you can kind of get a sense of what's in the compartment, whereas the one on Air's side is maybe a little bit better for something you're trying to keep out of view. You don't need, maybe something sensitive like a wallet or a passport. You're not gonna be able to see on the inside, but good amount of space on both of them. Pretty similar layout here, not a ton to say. And with both, you can kind of get a sense of the volume that the other compartments will start to take. So on Bellroy's bag, you have the top quick access pocket here on the top. You have the side kind of water bottle compartments that I mentioned. They start to come in as you pack the bag out. Whereas, on the Air bag here, you see some of the volume that's taken up from the top, larger, bulkier quick access pockets. So with both of them, you'll have to take a little bit of care with how you organize them. But with the simpler layout that they have, the 20 liters, you're gonna be able to hold a ton, whether you're using them for EDC, for work, or for minimal travel. And so that's it. Those are some of the similarities and differences between the Bellroy Transit Workpack and the Air 20 liter Pro Pack. Hopefully this video was helpful, and if you have any questions on the bags, as always, please let me know in the comments. And I'll make sure to include links in the description below to the in-depth videos that I've done for these bags, as well as to some other similar options that might be worth checking out. And I definitely want to hear what you all think of this style of video, and if there's other similar comparisons that you would like to see me do in the future. Any bags that are kind of overlapping as far as features and styles, or if you're just curious, let me know, because I really enjoy doing this style of video. I think it's a lot of fun, and it also allows me to revisit bags that I haven't used in a while. So let me know what your kind of dream comparison would be, or even roundup lists that you would like to see. And as always, I want to thank you for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.